Censorship and political correctness are definitely not things in this video. What's up, you guys? I am finally back with a video. Did you miss me? So I know I'm kind of late with this whole BookCon situation, but I hadn't made a video before. One, because I was just being lazy. Two, I didn't really have anything to add to the conversation that was going on. And tres, it was still pretty early in the situation and I wanted to see how it was gonna play out, what the BookCon people were gonna say, and what things were gonna transpire because of it. So in BookCon's defense, maybe they did ask some more pigmented people to attend. Maybe the pigmented people just said no. Even though I doubt it. I guess maybe I've become a little desensitized to situations like this. I did see the 4-woman panel that they just released with Veronica Roth and Marie Lu and Danielle Page and the other girl who I think is black, but her and Danielle Page, they're both lighter skinned and their heritage is questionable. So I feel like that kind of really doesn't count. Now either that panel was in the works before all the shit hit the fan, or they threw it together to appease the people. I do feel like now there's a bit of a Black Like Me syndrome happening right now. Black Like Me is a book about this white guy who puts on a black face and darkens his skin and then goes down in the South in the 60s or whenever it was. I think it was the 60s. And then he writes a book about it, and when he writes a book about it, all the people want to pay attention to what he's saying, but they only want to pay attention to what he's saying because he's white. Because there have been black people that were saying the same thing that he was saying before that, nobody was listening to them, but now he's a white guy and he's saying it, so it's relevant now. And I feel like there's a little bit of that syndrome going on right now. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that that's a thing. I think BookCon put together a list of authors to have featured at their convention to target their audience. And their audience is a bunch of pigmentally challenged people who don't care or are oblivious to race relations. That obliviousness is not just in the book community, it's in every aspect of everything that we do every day. And I mean, it's not a good thing, but it definitely is understandable because I think there's been generations of white that have created this little bubble of only white, and they've been able to live in it doing just fine. And I feel like the same thing can't be said for non-white. This video is going to be all over the place, but I just finished reading The Harlem Hellfighters by Max Brooks. It's a graphic novel about the Harlem Hellfighters. If you don't know who they are, they were a black regime fighting in World War I that nobody ever talks about. Even Max Brooks says when he was in college, he had a black professor that he really respected and admired, and when he found out about the Harlem Hellfighters, he went to his black professor, and the black professor was like, "You've been mistaken. There were no black regimes in World War I." So nobody knows about these people. I think there's going to be a movie made, but that's beside the point. There's a WebD quote in here that I want to read to you guys. It's kind of long, but you can sit through it. Just shut up and listen. "The burden is upon you, a burden fit for gods, yet borne upon the shoulders of men. The American and the Negro, two souls, two thoughts, two unreconciled strivings, two warring ideals in one dark body, whose dogged strength alone keeps it from being torn asunder. The historic crossroads, this great migration from southern fields to northern factories, presents our people with both glorious opportunity and unprecedented peril. Our people wield awesome strength and determination, yet neither can be sustained without leadership, without proof that their dreams can indeed come to fruition, living examples of courage and pride. They must witness the harvest of their faith, or reap only the dust of despair." Really? You gonna call me in the middle of my quotes? "In this new century, who will be our people's vanguard? Who will shoulder the banner of hope, the torch of freedom, and the crushing epithet of hero?" That was a very well articulated way of saying it's hard as shit being black, okay? No, but seriously, I know personally I have to be conscious about black culture, I have to be conscious about non-black culture, I have to be conscious about if what I'm doing is affecting each one negatively or positively. It's a lot. It's a lot when all I'm trying to do is graduate college and have good credit. And I think the end part with the leadership part he was talking about, you have to be the change that you want to see. But if you don't see it, it's hard to be the change. So who is going to step up and be that person or those persons? And I think situations like BookCon are the reason why networks like BET and clothing brands like FUBU were born. It's because you don't want to let me in this door? Bitch, I'm gonna make my own damn door, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if next year BookCon threw together a panel of just multicultural authors and things. And I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, because to me it sounds a lot like separate but equal, and I thought we were supposed to be learning from our mistakes, not repeating them. So I don't know, you guys. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but it was just me getting some shit off my chest, because the world is just fucking crazy, okay? It's just crazy. I will link down below Rincey Reed's video, which is the first video I saw, which is probably the first video that everybody saw. I will also link down below Nancy from Nancy Reed's video, and she talks about a lot more than BookCon as well. She delves into TV and film and other things. But yeah, I'll link them down below. Go check them out. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what you're feeling, what your thoughts are. I know it's been a while, but it really hasn't been. It's been less than a month. Come on, you guys. It's still fresh. Anywho, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below in my belly, and I'll talk to you guys later.